Heath and Lindsay Martin have another great turkey hunt. Back home, the beans have germinated and we're one step closer to a great deer season.
Growing Deer TV is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, also by Reconics, Trophy Rock, Muddy Outdoors, Non-Typical Wildlife Solution, Eagle Seed, Nikon, Winchester, Scent Master, Dead Downwind, Antler Dirt, Lacrosse Footwear, Redneck Hunting Blind, Blood Sport Arrows, Prime Bows by G5, and Outdoor Edge Knives.
We're wrapping up turkey season and busy with our food plots, but that doesn't mean the Growing Deer team doesn't take time to celebrate Memorial Day. Memorial Day to us is not just a day to go have a picnic and go to the lake. It's a day to sit down with our children and especially our elders and talk about the great sacrifice that's been made for the freedom in our country. All of us know a serviceman or woman, a fireman or policeman that's made the ultimate sacrifice in protecting our freedom. This year, join the Woods family, take time and personally thank one of America's heroes. Heath and Lindsay Martin are having a great turkey season. A couple of weeks ago, we featured Heath and Lindsay taking a pair of great toms and a GoPro.
Here's the rest of my carnage. Maybe the GoPro survived.
This show they're back in Kansas where they rapidly discover it's cold and the turkey hunting is slow. Heath and Lindsay decide to drive to property simply trying to locate some birds. They spot two mature toms in a large wheat field. With no way to approach the toms, they drove around the field and entered in some woods on the back side. They located the birds, but they were still 200 plus yards away. He threw all sorts of calls at them. He got their attention and it certainly appeared they were interested, but they were certainly taking their time. Then something happened that completely changed the situation. A pair of eager jakes had taken notice of Heath's calls. As the jakes make their move, those big toms really take off toward Heath's calls. Lindsay's in an awkward position and fairly exposed, so they decide to take the first good shot.
You made that happen, baby. That was awesome.
Congratulations to Heath and Lindsay for great teamwork, but they've got more hunting ahead as season opens in their home state of Arkansas the next morning. Heath had used his trail camera in the time-lapse mode, monitoring a small clover food plot and had a great pattern on a mature tom. At 6:50 a.m., they could hear the birds coming. Within minutes, a pair of toms were high on the edge of the clover plot. It appeared to take a while for the toms to figure out where the calls were coming from. There was enough roll in the field that the toms couldn't see the decoys from their position. Keith kept calling softly and brought those toms right in. Keith and Lindsay's scouting with the trail camera paid off big dividends as these toms put on a great show. They've done it before with 2 mature toms in the plot. Keith and Lindsay were hoping to pull off a double. They did it again. Congratulations on another successful double. Adam started planting food plots here at the Proving Grounds on April 29th. He was planting Eagle Seed 4-H soybeans, and soybeans are a large, soft seed which can be damaged if the soil is too cold. This year we had adequate soil moisture, waited until the temperature was appropriate, and in 9 days, we have soybeans 3 and 4 inches tall. What a difference a year can make. Last year, right after we planted beans, it was extremely dry. In fact, the soil was like powder. This year we had an extremely cold winter that was pretty dry. When the soil finally warmed up enough to plant soybeans, we got a few rain showers. We planted right before that rain, and you can clearly see the soybeans have germinated and are coming on strong. You can tell these rows are fairly close together. I use an older no-till drill with 7.5-inch spacing to plant soybeans. You don't see spacing this close in commercial fields because the combine head can't get between the narrow rows to harvest the grain. Food plot farmers aren't worried about harvesting grain. We let the deer and turkey take care of that. So by planting narrower 7.5-inch rows, the root systems cover all the ground, getting all the available nutrients and moisture to the plants. In addition, the close rows shade over quickly, making a canopy and helping control weeds that much quicker. Just like a deer herd needs proper management to express its full potential, so do soybeans. So we added antler dirt early on, sprayed to kill the competition, planted the seeds, but we're not done yet. We'll probably spray one more time, just keep the weed competition down before they canopy. We're gonna need to monitor groundhog populations. Those populations seem to be expanding throughout the whitetails range, and they can do a lot of damage to your soybean plot. And we're using a non-typical electric fence in a few areas, smaller plots, to let those beans grow up big and be ready to provide a lot of food during deer season. If your hunting ground is further south than ours, or you want to get a head start, simply go watch episode 183 of GrowingDeer.tv, and we'll show you exactly how we installed a non-typical electric fence. Even if turkey season's over where you hunt, take time to continue getting outside and enjoying creation, and most importantly, Listen to what the Creator is saying to you. Thanks for watching GrowingDeer.tv.
Don't start that. We'll be here all day.
I just try to throw the big ones out every time I go by them.